Hello book friends, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hello, welcome. My name is Vicky and today we're going to be talking about my March TBR. The first two books on this list are mangas. The first one is Spy Family Volume 2. This is about Twilight. Twilight is a spy and he has been tasked to go undercover. And in order to do that, he needs a fake family, and so he ends up finding a family in Volume 1, and this is the continuation. My TBR list is Yakuza Lover. This is Volume 1, and this is about a college student called Yuri who ends up getting into a little bit of trouble at a party, and she is saved by the underboss of the Yakuza. This is a spicy manga, Volume 1, so I really am looking forward to getting to this. The next on the TBR list for March is Belladonna by Adeline Grace. I have been really looking forward to reading this, but I have some mixed reviews, so I am going into this low expectations so that if I'm disappointed, not a big deal, and then if I really end up enjoying it, then that's great. So this is about Signa. Her whole life she has had death kind of follow her. Her dead mother comes to her in spirit, I believe. Mother's spirit appears telling Signa that she was poisoned. So Signa is trying to uncover the mystery of this supposed murder. In this, she ends up working with Death. It's a shadowy figure that follows her. This is supposed to be a dark, gothic-y type of fantasy. I've heard there's a love triangle in it. I don't mind love triangles if they're done well. So I am excited to get to this. Girl's Guide to Murder by Holly Jackson. So I have started this. Pip, who is doing a school assignment, she chooses to do her assignment on the murder of Andy Bell. And so she is doing an investigation to see what really happened and if the person who was accused of murdering Andy actually did kill her, or if the killer is still out there. The next book that I'd like to get to is Children of Fallen Gods by Carissa Broadbent. Book 2 in the War of Lost Hearts trilogy. I have started this. I'm only a few pages in, maybe 10 pages. The War of Lost Hearts trilogy is about Tisana. She is a slave and she flees and to be able to get help eventually so that she can go back and save those that she left behind. In order to do that, she has to pledge herself to the orders. She ends up in an apprenticeship with someone named Max, who ends up helping to train her. Is war looming in this new territory that she's in, and the order is to use Tisana to their benefit and to conquer this whole world. These next books are on Kindle Unlimited, and the book on my TBR is Lies of My Monster. So this is by Raina Kent, and this is part 2 of the Monster trilogy, which is a dark mafia romance with Mulan vibes. This trilogy is about Sasha. She's a young woman and she ends up disguising herself as a man to enlist in the Russian military in hopes of gaining information about who was involved in her wealthy family's murder. Kirill is the heir of the Russian mafia in the United States, but he wanted to get away from his family and that life, so he joined the Russian military. Sasha meets Kirill, the captain of the special ops, and she ends up becoming a soldier on his special ops team. Kirill ends up having to leave the military to take his rightful place at the mafia table as his family's heir, and Sasha ends up following him as his bodyguard to the United States. Of course, lines blur, tensions rise, and the plot thickens. Book 1 ended on a little bit of a cliffhanger, actually quite a big cliffhanger, so I'm really excited for Book 2. The next book I'm excited to pick up in March is Miles Ever After by T.L. Swan. This is a bind-up of extended epilogues from the 4 books in the Miles High series. Each book is about one of the 4 Miles brothers. It's essentially just a book about them and their love interests. Usually they're very angsty, they're tension-filled, they're a good time, so I'm excited to pick that one up. The last book I'd like to read in my March TBR is My Dark Romeo by Parker S. Huntington and LJ Shen. This is a standalone enemies to lovers, marriage of convenience, Romeo-Juliet vibe-esque without the dying. Is about a cruel billionaire heir and a feisty heiress. So that's it. That's my TBR. Thank you for hanging out with me. Like I said, I'm a mood reader, so this may not be what I end up reading in March, but I'm hoping I get to them. I think March is going to be a good reading month. What are you reading for the month of March? I'd love to hear. Leave a comment down below. And until next time,